name is John Bilton, and welcome. Tonight we're going to be talking about persuasive speech, the speech number 3 for public speaking course 205. And tonight with us tonight we have my lovely wife Susan, my brother and sister-in-law Brian and Jean, and my wonderful neighbors Tom and Judy, and my lovely daughter Elizabeth will be our audience participants tonight. Tonight I want to talk to you about, in this persuasive speech, is going to be based on how to treat tissue inflammation. Now, we all have tissue inflammation. Tissue inflammation is something that commonly occurs in the body. It is when the pooling of the blood comes in and some neutrophils that come in as well that attack either if you're from an injury, disease, or illness that you have in your body is a natural response. Now, oftentimes we like to reach for over-the-counter drugs that we see today. There are many different companies and manufacturers that manufacture these NSAIDs, or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. As you can see here, we have common ones such as an ibuprofen, which we know as a Motrin, acetaminophen, which we know as Tylenol. We have a sodium naproxen, which we know as Aleve, and also aspirin, made by Bayer, or Bayer aspirin. These are some common ones that we find. Now, when we take these drugs, we have to really be cautious on the amount that we take and how long we're taking them for, because they also can be prescribed in higher dosages, such as myself that I've had being in the military and fire rescue with higher doses of these things, but they can lead to a number of health problems. All right? So with those health problems, we have to understand how in the body and what it's affecting. Okay? Main things like in the liver and in the kidneys especially are targeted organs, and how it works is our liver has to metabolize and break these things down and to be utilized in the body. So if you have an extended use for a long term, then we're dealing with things like you can get liver disease. Now here is a picture we have on the left. This is a normal liver, what it looks like. And over here is a very grossly diseased liver. Okay, and even on this table you can see a normal and a comparison over here. Those is a gross example of a severe stage case of liver disease. Okay, also there's another one as well showing a normal liver on this side as well as a diseased liver on this side. And these things can occur. Now, not only will these things can occur, but they can also lead into stomach bleeding, ulcers, heart attacks, strokes, and these things can increase if you have other medical type problems such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and things like that. Okay? So the Hopkins medicine says that these things, okay, that these drugs, what they do is they go in and they have a chemical reaction, they blocking what's normally released, okay, these receptors that normally released, they block these things. Now, fortunately, we have safer alternative ways to reduce inflammation in the body, okay, medicinal ways through spices and herbs that we can commonly find in our gardens and our grocery stores and things like that. Now these things here, such as this picture we have on the right, is turmeric, this is cinnamon, we have ginger, some herbs like oregano, basil, thyme, things like that. Those are common things that we can make tinctures and teas out of. We can cook normally in our foods with. These are normal things that are naturally, that are safe alternatives that reduce the inflammation in our body. So by doing these things, even as far as now as essential oils as well, they can detox our body and also aid in inflammation reduction. Okay? So also Scripps.org say that other dietary things as far as increasing your omega-3s, such as eating cold water fish, walnuts, flax seeds, eating more fruits and vegetables, okay? Whole grains, brown rices instead of white rices. You know, these are things that will help also. So these lifestyle changes with our diet and how we're eating and how we're doing, we can also look at another alternatives in exercising, weight loss, okay, and just general decrease in stress in our lives will help also with inflammation normal, okay. So with these things, we want to look at these as safer alternatives that we can start putting into practice and putting in our lives with lifestyle changes so that we can live longer lives, we can live healthier lives for our future, okay? So this is the ways, also like I said, I've had also myself have been doing these practices as well, because I see that there are differences that you can do as far as taking always reaching for these non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs and actually incorporate the healthier things in your life to reduce inflammation. And I've noticed things as far as my changes in these things as well, that I'm not having to take these anti-inflammatory drugs as much as I have in the past. Okay, so these are natural ways what we can do, and natural ways that we can have safe alternatives so we don't lead into other health problems that can be caused by long-term uses of these non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Okay, so my name is John Bilton. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you.